Hey guys, I'm Julia. I am the creator and author of Fat Girl Trapped in a Skinny Body, and today we're going to make the perfect mashed potatoes. I love my perfect mashed potatoes because, well, they're perfect. But I also love them because they come together easily. You can bring them to Thanksgiving, you can bring them to Easter, you can serve them for a romantic dinner, and they really are perfect. They're creamy, they have flavor, they have texture, but they're not goopy, they're not runny, and they reheat later. You can refrigerate them and then 3 days later reheat them. Or you can freeze them and 3 months later you can reheat them and they're still going to taste just as good as they were that first day that you served them. For the ingredients, pretty basic. You have your regular salt. You can use kosher salt, table salt, or sea salt. This is just kosher salt. And then pepper, black pepper, white pepper, whatever you want. Cream cheese. There's regular, low fat, and non-fat. I have regular here, but I've also made it with the low fat. I haven't made it with the non-fat. So that would just be a taste preference. And then for the liquid, there's milk, buttermilk, or yogurt. I have made it with all three. I think that they all produce good results. I think that the best results are from the buttermilk. And then the potatoes, we have the Yukon Gold. You can use red potatoes or russet also, but with the Yukon Gold, then I think that it produces a creamier mashed potato. Okay, so to cut the potato, you want to cut it into 1-inch chunks. And to do that, then I just slice the potato in half lengthwise, and then I slice it into, depending on how long the potato is, into 3 or 4 sections widthwise. Is this considered widthwise? I think so. So you get chunks. Some of them are going to be like this, some of them are going to be like this, but it's a 1-inch chunk, we'll call it. To tell if the potatoes are done, we're going to do the fork test. You're going to stick your fork into a potato, and if the potato sticks to the fork when you lift it up, then that means that it's not done. It needs a couple more minutes. If you lift up a potato and it doesn't stick, then that means that it's done. So some of these don't stick, and that means that, well, that one did stick, but it fell apart. So they're like half done, so they need a couple more minutes. Great, get all the water out. Okay, so we cooked the mashed potatoes, drained them, I put them back in the pot, and now we're going to use a hand mixer and whip them. The important part here is to whip the potatoes without anything in them yet until you get the consistency that you want. So if you want a lumpier mashed potato, then only whip them till that consistency. If you want them really creamy, this is when you want to whip them until they're totally creamy, and then we're going to add everything else in. All right, now I'm going to put the cream cheese in, and then I'm going to blend it until the cream cheese is mixed in, and then I'm going to slowly pour in the milk until it gets to the consistency that I want, which is anywhere from a half a cup to a cup of the milk, or the buttermilk or yogurt, and then I'm going to add the salt and the pepper. So now we need to taste test, because now's the time that if you want to make any adjustments to the seasonings, to the consistency, now's the time you're going to do it before you store it. So we'll taste them. They're really, really good, I'm not going to lie. I like mine a little bit extra salty, so they're kind of extra salty. So now if you want to serve them right away, have them in a serving dish. If you want to just reheat them maybe in a day, an hour, 3 days, and just put them in the fridge, then you can also put them in that same serving dish. If you want to freeze them, use freezer safe containers, but also oven safe containers. So I like to just get disposable tin and cover them with tin foil. And I like to get them so that it would serve anywhere from 2 to 4 people, so that I'm not reheating an entire batch that will serve an army, but just something that I can make for dinner that night. So I get these, I put a piece of tin foil on top, I write on the tin foil what it is, and then that it needs to be reheated at 375 degrees for 45 minutes. And then the directions are right there. Thank you guys for watching my How to Make a Perfect Mashed Potato video. There's these little buttons right down below where you can comment, or you can subscribe, or you can give me the thumbs up. You should probably try that. You can also go to my blog, fatgirltrappedinaskinnybody.com, and you can comment there. If you try one of the variations with the buttermilk or the yogurt or something like that, let me know. I hope you enjoy it.